Hello folks, Jai Jinendra. I am Pragya Jain and we are here to talk about Uttam Tap Parva. Uttam Tap Parva is the seventh day of the Slakshan Parva, which is named after Uttam Tap Dharma, which means Supreme Austerity. Tell me one thing, what is it you cannot live without? Can you live without eating food? Can you live without focusing anything or everything around you? Austerity is about staying hungry to staying in oneself and everything in between. In fact, austerity is about staying away from anything which stops you from staying in yourself. Why is it important to practice austerity? Because it helps us in gathering our thoughts and staying in ourselves. Jainism has devised 12 activities to practice austerity. All these 12 activities are first classified into two: external activities and internal activities. External activity is called Bahirang Tap, which is related to body, and internal activity is called Antaranga Tap, which is related to mind. Let us discuss all of these activities one by one. First, we will talk about the first group, external activities, which are 6 in number. The first is Anshan, which means staying hungry for at least a day. Second is Avamodarya, which means eating less than hunger. The third is Vritti Parisankhyan, which means making excuses to avoid eating. The fourth is Ras Parityag, which means eating tasteless food deliberately. The fifth is Vivikta Shayasan, which means isolating oneself to meditate. And the sixth is Kaiklesh, which means bearing with the physical barriers while focusing on oneself. These were the 6 external activities of austerity. Now we will talk about the internal activities of austerity, which are also 6 in number. The first is Prayashchit. Prayashchit means to apologize for previously committed sins. The second is Vinay, which means reverence for Ratnatraya, the 3 jewels, Samyak Darshan, Samyak Gyan and Samyak Charitra. The third is Vayyavrata, which means serving others so that they can practice their religious activities. The fourth is Swadhyay, which means comprehending religious scriptures. The fifth is Vyutsarga, which means renouncing worldly material. And the sixth is Dhyana, which means meditating or staying in oneself. If you have noticed, all of these activities are focusing on one thing, which is increasing Shuddhopayog, increasing the concentration in oneself. Also, every tap or every activity of austerity is more difficult to observe and more important to observe. Now, who can practice this austerity? Anyone who has attained right belief, Samyak Darshan, is able to observe austerity correctly. You may ask, why is it necessary to practice austerity at all? Because this fire of penance will only burn our karma and take us to the bliss of Nirvana. Thank you so much. That's all for the day. In the next video, we will talk about Uttam Tap Parva.